Class is in session. Welcome to Flock University, live from Hooters on Wolf Road. I am joined by the professor, the head coach, general manager, and the driver of a sweet new ride. It is Damon Ware, everybody. Yes. Now, my name is Jeff Levack, and hold the applause. I mean, really, it's okay. Normally, you get, thank you very much. Why can't you all be more like her? Normally, you get here kind of early, and we do like a break on my radio show on Fox Sports. Today, you were late, and I think it's because you were hanging out with your new love, your car.
Yeah, I was playing with the numerous amounts of buttons that are in the car, and I literally couldn't figure some things out, so I was playing. But thank you to Mohawk Chevrolet, phenomenal dealership, probably one of the best dealerships I've ever been to in my life, and thank you for them and Rap Kings for wrapping the car and putting that whole thing together. You know, my wife put up a post about just again, we're just all in, you know, for Albany and for the Firebirds, and so it was fitting to have a car that represents just how much this community and how much this team means to us as a total family. So super excited, and it looks sweet. I just haven't had enough time to play with it. I've been working all day and been on the phone trying to get these last couple players signed, and it's just been a long day, so I can't wait to really have a moment maybe this weekend where I can play around with it a little bit and see what some of the buttons do.
I was headed to I had a meeting up north, and they went, "What are you doing with your truck? I thought you got a new car." I'm like, "No, I love my truck. I'm never gonna get rid of my truck." Yeah, but I saw it with the Firebirds. I'm like, "That's Coach's car." I'm gonna have to redo mine at some point, but right now you got the slickest ride on the road right now. It's beautiful.
Your truck is beautiful too. It's no slouch. I would drive your truck any day of the week as well. So
I mean, if I clean it, we'll swap for a day. Yours has got that new car smell. Mine is. I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it.
No, that's a sweet ride. Like I said, I'm thrilled, and I love new toys, so I got one. Great.
Awesome. Again, thanks to Mohawk Chevrolet and all the proud sponsors and partners of the Albany Firebirds. If you go in and you tell Mohawk Chevrolet that you're part of the flock and everything, you will get taken care of. It is not a lie. They have to, because Andy Gelter can see all from that perch that is his office. I went in there and did the show live from there yesterday. He looked right at me. He did this thing, and then he snuck out the back door. All right, so we're here. Yeah. I don't know what happened to our love. I think when I started like, what's what I like about my truck, but I would love if we could put this on it. And he went, "That's your problem," and he walked away.
Hey, I get it.
I have that effect. No, all right. So we're here live at Hooters. It is Flock University. We got a lot of cool stuff for you tonight. Are you guys like trying to call Nani out? Is that what's going on? I noticed like the Lisas start saying, Nani hasn't even said hi yet, and the Lisas are all over here like, "Hi, Nani." Like,
just because they know she's on here somewhere,
right? She's plotting my death because we are live at Hooters, and it's all you need wing night.
Sure, I'm sure you'll get that moment. Sorry.
I'm gonna get in the truck. She's gonna be sitting in the passenger seat. Like, I don't know how she got in there. I don't know how it just happened. There she goes. She goes, "I am not here." There he is. Ray's here. Nani is not here, everybody. That's what she said while being here. All right. So a lot of things going on in the world. And as we were mentioned, let's dive into one of those sponsors. Been a proud sponsor of the team going back to even before we were a part of this team. We are very happy, very excited to let you know that the Albany Firebirds will continue to play on TransFinder Field at MVP Arena. Thank you so much to TransFinder for continuing to be a great partner, great sponsor. Those fields ain't cheap, and TransFinder helps us keep ours as nice as possible.
Great company and great people. And like I said, at some point I'll come up there and speak to the employees, and we'll do all that. Like I said, I'm so happy that they continue to be a part of us. They do a great job.
Well, now, when you go speak to the employees at TransFinder, does it have to be a day that Father Flocker is off because of the restraining order that we have on Steve, proud employee of TransFinder? What is it, Axel? That's the name of the superhero that you guys.
Where is Axel?
I gotta drop the thing. So there's Axel right here in front of the computer. He is TransFinder's mascot, and I think Steve should dress like Axel for the first home game. I think
Maybe we'll get him a costume. Maybe that will work.
I think it's the way to go. Axel and Spike can run around the field, So there's a saying, you can't have too much of a good thing. My brother would always follow up, except for ice cream and engine oil. How about TransFinder continuing to help out, going even bigger? TransFinder is now the official ball sponsor of AF1. So across the entire league, TransFinder has jumped in. I mean,
that's awesome.
Listen, I love it. I mean, the fact that everybody's going to get a chance to find out how great that company is, the fact that they've been there for us. Tony, the big boss over there, is one of the nicest guys. Nobody loves football more than Tony. And then, obviously we give Steve a hard time, Steve Lonsberry, but his passion for what we do, him and Denise and all of Flock Support and what they do, he doesn't just do that for us. That's what he does at work every day, and that's why TransFinder is such a great company. Just one of the reasons. So TransFinder, ball sponsor, field sponsor. I mean, listen, I might need new shoes. You want to sponsor my shoes, TransFinder? Let's go. I'm ready. Don't stop there. Let's keep it going. But no, thank you so much, TransFinder, and it just makes things so much better and so much easier when you've got that kind of stuff going on. Like every player in the league is going to throw and catch and try to stop a football with that logo on it, and they're all going to know that's why Albany's the best.
Definitely, if that doesn't show, I don't know what will.
Right.
We share the wealth.
Well, for now, we plan on taking a lot of those footballs away from you. Top 3 defense in the league, if I remember correctly.
That's it. That's the pressure.
Any new signings? I get this all the time. I see he's here. I know Dave Williams is watching. Yeah, Firebird DW.
I love Dave. He keeps us on his toes. There's been a couple times he's caught some mistakes on the website, and I've Benny, Dave's got this, and we fix it. And so, Dave, we greatly appreciate. We're glad you're a loyal fan. Absolutely love it. Nobody yet. I'm finalizing the last couple of roster spots. Again, was on the phone with agents and stuff today. So as those things materialize, obviously we'll get the last couple guys and we'll finalize the roster, and we'll be able to talk about a complete 35-man roster going into training camp. So super excited. This is the last couple pieces. I'm so thrilled about this team, and every year I probably say it is. This year we have the best team we've ever had. Just keeps getting better, and we've got such good kids. Sometimes I wish I could, we have some private, conversations and communication, channels that we use. And just like I said, there's days it sounds like we're in church, and it's really, we have a great group of young men that are it's not just about football. They're believers. Their faith is strong, and there is some really good conversations in our channels. And I'm super excited to see this team on the field. And I know I say it every year. I am thrilled with some of the players that we've signed for this year. And I know the Capital Region, you guys going to love some of these kids. And I know some of you have already reached out and kind of picked your favorite guys out. And that's a good thing. So, but just wait. Obviously, again, we'll open up a day in training camp to the public. We always conclude camp with inter-squad scrimmage, and we'll let you guys come in, and we make it a game experience for the kids. So some of the guys that get cut, at least they got to have one experience being a Firebird during a game situation. And so we'll do that again this year. So a lot of fun to be had, and a lot of good things coming up, and it's coming up real quick.
So quick. What Ben and I figured out today, what is it, 44 days until we open our season in Orlando. So
always sounds so far away, and then you say it like that. It's like, whoo,
well, that means 51 days until we're here opening up on TransFinder Field. So, I mean, that's just like at this point, you've got at least everything is set for you mentally, schedule. Everything you're going to do is set mentally. I want to be very careful. I ask this question. I don't want to challenge the gods. It's difficult to shock you with something that you weren't at least thinking about at this point, because you're a very prepared man.
Yeah, I like to dot all the I's and cross all the T's. So that's really, again, as I talk to the players about, it's just it's that comfort during chaos. And so I do that in my daily life, is just be prepared for everything. And so go over every scenario, even things that seem far-fetched. Even there's a possibility that something like that can happen, be prepared for it, be ready. And so we live like that every day. And so we want to be comfortable in the chaos. Being here, we get that.
He said comfortable in the chaos. I'm like, you know what? So like the team is flocked in this year. I think the front office, comfortable in chaos, should be our motto.
You probably should get some shirts that say just that.
That's
Get the front office hoodies this year. Should say comfortable in chaos. I like that. We maybe should do that.
Speaking of the front office, Nick Bernard, time for the front office to lock in. Let's go. By the way, you know who's not here tonight? Nick Bernard. So way to go. Way to lock it in, Nick. I know you're locked in your own house. Right. What are you doing? It's oh man. What am I going to do with these guys? Tim Capper, Levack with a cap on. What is going? Oh wait, that's the way it's supposed to be. Here you got Catherine, very excited about Dwayne Brown. A lot of love going in the way of Dwayne Brown right now in the Cap region.
I will say the greatest part about our roster this year is, I would say, and again, it's an arbitrary number, I don't know exactly, but 75% of our team is from the Northeast. So it is a lot of people within a 4-hour range from us.
That's weird.
And so it is very weird, but that was part of the design. Is he's obviously a Pennsylvania kid, had a great career, excited, he's got his family there. They're obviously going to make the trip to see, as many games as they can. I love having that ability to have people that get to share these moments with their family. And so again, we've got, there's quite a few guys that their family's going to be at the games. And I love that for these kids because, when you don't have anybody to support you, it's tough, but we've got here, you have so much support. You've got flock support, obviously. They're going to make you feel at home. And then if we can get your true families and friends from close by, I mean, that just makes it special. And so, let's go. Like I said, it's exciting. So, but yeah, happy, like I said, with Dwayne, it's a great situation. Obviously he had a tremendous game, against us in the championship game. And, an article just came out on the AF1 website, kind of talking a little bit about him and his career and everything. He is a great individual, great kid, great young man, great family kid, all those things. And so I'm super excited to get him here. It's weird, having a kid that torched us in the championship game. I talk about it all the time, just in our coaches' meetings, just how bad I still feel. That game it just carries with me on a daily basis. Everything I'm doing right now is because of that game. It is. I'm so locked in on everything. Every I's got to be dotted a little different this year. Every T's got to be crossed a little different. It just, again, I just felt like we let a lot of people down at the end of there. And so this year we're not going to let that happen. We're going to do everything that we have to do again, and let's hope the results differently this year.
I couldn't agree or plead more to hear just that. And actually, like it does bring up an interesting little correlation of what's going on in the world of the NFL right now and what we've seen in our history, and every team I'm sure has seen it in some variety. Issues with refs. Like when you see what's going on with the NFL, because we would never comment on AF1 referees because that would be silly. But when you see what's going on in the NFL right now and you watch like everybody go, oh, the Chiefs are getting all the calls. This one's getting all the calls. Can you relate to that in some way? Do you believe that's even remotely possible, or do you think it's all coincidence and it'll come out at some point?
I mean, from a coaching standpoint, do I believe there's times that games can get personal to certain refs that in the heat of the moment, do I think that's happened? Sure, I do. I'd hate to say that, but I've seen it. Majority of the officiating crews across the country, it's, again, I know a lot of referees and I know how hard they work. At the college level, they got to attend 2 camps every year. They've got to go through testing in their own conferences. They've got a great deal of rules meetings that they go through, all the changes every year. It's a lot that they go through for the amount of money they make. Until you get to the NFL, it's more of a part-time job. Most of the guys got a full-time job. They go and do these things. It is a tough job, and being around them, it's funny just to think of some of those things. Is they're usually the most hated people in every stadium, and that's a tough thing to do. And
not in Kansas City, they're well loved.
But so my thing is it's a tough job. It's another thankless job.
Yeah,
nobody's thanking you at the end of the game.
Yeah. Again,
win, lose, the winning team loses. You're not thanking them for doing their job, but they do a tremendous job. There's a lot they go through. I appreciate the referees, and again, I am obviously earlier in my career, I'd scream and yell at them and accost them. And I just don't do that anymore. It's, again, I know enough about officiating where I can sit there, have a conversation. We can talk about it. We can go through something and again, hopefully come to an understanding. And so you hate that though, but you can see some things that have happened. Again, there was a couple things that happened last year and those things are over now, but can it happen where it some kind of way it becomes something personal? That should never happen though. And realistically, I hope that, that everybody can do their job to the most professional ability, that would never, because it could affect the game. And as I've told, anybody that tries to ruin a game, think of all the people that you're hurting if you try to affect a football game.
Right.
You know how many hours we worked. It's all the kids, it's the coaches, it's all of, how many hours we're away from our families. We, again, we have very little sleep, all the things that happen to get through a course of a season. If anybody stands in the way of a good, solid win or loss, that would just be unfortunate. And I just wouldn't care for that. So I love our new head of officials. I think he's awesome. We've had tons of calls. He's on our coaches' calls, going over the rules. It's night and day from what it was last year. And
That's awesome.
I think that he's going to do a phenomenal job for the AF1. The officials are going to be trained up. We're going to have officials coming out to our training camps. There's so many cool things that are going to happen with under this new direction. So I'm really excited for it. And let's hope that every game can be officiated to the best of everybody's ability.
Coach, have we ever considered having refs at like a scrimmage, like bringing the league refs for a scrimmage so we can kind of see how they're calling stuff and they can knock some of the rust off?
Of course. And hopefully this year we're going to be able to get that. That's up to the head of officials. He's going to work on a schedule to try to get at least some refs at every single training camp this year. So we'll see what that draw looks like for us. And we do have some local referees from the local area, which is great for us that are, again, when I go to the U-Albany games, I run into two of them all the time. And so it's cool to have at least a few people that I know are local. So if we can get those guys to come out to a practice and kind of get an understanding of what we're doing, some of the new nuances of the rules and all those things, it would help us tremendously. It helps them get prepared for the season, to see those things obviously up close and personal before the first game. So all those things are important in just development of our officials. And so I'm super excited and I'm all on board. Whatever I can do to help the officials become better, I'm all on board for those things.
All right. I see we got a lot of questions coming in before we start answering a lot of questions on the flock. I have been told, Coach, that for the first time, the man behind the camera is willing to step in front of the camera. Our director of media, Ben Nelson, said he's willing to join the show. We might have to cheer him up here, though, people, because you know how he can be. Does anybody want to hear from Ben Nelson?
Benny.
Ben, don't spill anybody's drinks, man. Come on now. I know you. There he is. Ben, how are you?
I'm doing great.
Well, are you? Well, you
come in strong.
Yeah, you coming in. Because yours is picking up ours. You might have to turn it the other way. There, go ahead, talk.
Hello.
There you go.
Yeah, perfect.
I mean, maybe I just can't talk when you talk. Ben, tell everybody what you do here.
Yeah, so my name is Ben. I am the director of media for the Firebirds. So I run all the social media, videos, graphics, pretty much everything digital for the team pretty much goes through me. I also write press releases, handle all the news contacts from Times Union, News 10, and help create logos and stuff for the AF1 as well.
What I want you to do is take that off, spin the microphone around the other side. I'll do it for you. Coach, tell us how valuable Ben Nelson has been for us while I fix this, because he's
phenomenal. Like I said, been around Ben for the last couple of years since he was just a young pup. And he's changed tremendously. He's grown on our organization and just does a phenomenal job for a young man to come in and take over such a crucial piece. He's done a phenomenal job. Like I said, just some of the stuff he does, I'm amazed that he knows how to do those things at such an early age. So happy to have him on board. Happy to see him grow with our organization and continue to do a great job, not only with us, the Firebirds, but with the AF1 too. I think that's another huge thing to take on as well, and in helping with that process as well.
Everyone's excited that Ben is here to talk for a couple minutes. So Ben, all right, how difficult is it to work with me?
Extremely difficult. And it's so hard every day.
Yep.
Damon's easy.
Oh, of course, Coach Ware has got it under control. I'm the one who has to crack the whip, though. I gotta let you know when you're, all right. Listen, I'm gonna give you guys a real critique of Ben. Where's all the smack talk for Billings? That was your job. I gave you plenty of things to say.
It's coming. It's
Billings,
coming.
so's Christmas. All right.
It's going to be a massive tidal wave going to come right on him.
It's going to be the season's going to be over by the time.
It's coming. It's coming.
Billings is over there sitting there like, well, we won in them all, and now we're winning on social media.
They think they are, but we're going to take over.
Arizona Bandits try to jump in and throw a little shot. A team that hasn't played a game yet. Who do they think they are?
Right. As I call them Billings Jr. I already gave you. All you have to do is put them in a Billings onesie. That's done.
Don't worry. We're going to get them. We're going to get them.
All right. You better get them. Come on. You're good at this. Do it. Go get them. All right.
I tell them that in the meetings every week. We're going to get them.
Well, don't tell them in the meetings.
I know.
Tell the flock in social media.
I know. It's coming. It's coming.
All right. It's coming.
I love it.
Dude, you know why he's so scared of me? His dad and I are both named Jeff. He doesn't know.
Same middle name, too.
Yeah, Jeff Allen, both of us.
Wow, look at this.
Yep.
A small world.
Right. So you better get it together.
Wow.
Or you'll be pulling Jeff Allen boots out of your backside. There you go. All right, before we let Ben finish his, does anybody have a question for Ben directly? Media stuff, like you want to know why you haven't been on the website, where the Billings talk is? Like anybody here want to talk to Ben? Any Hooters girls? He is single. And that shade of red just tells you that he's ready to. No, everybody see that like you locking in, Ben. You do a great job.
And Hooters wings, I think that's
and any ideas. I mean, if you guys have any ideas of things that maybe you'd like to see from us, I mean, hey, now's the time.
See, Nani's already ahead of you. She said Billings who? Like she's one up to you already.
I know. It's coming.
She's already there. All right. Well, actually, everybody like a lot of we love Ben and for all of our sponsors and partners and people who want to be sponsors and partners. Ben's the guy who makes sure you look great online. So he in all joking aside, he does a phenomenal job. We couldn't do it without Ben. Flock support. He's the one who's there to show you how excited those guys are to get that stuff when you take care of them. So a little love for our media director Ben Nelson, everybody. All right, you gonna do a pizza review anytime soon, or is that over?
Soon. I'm making a comeback on those. So.
All right, Billings first.
I know. Billings
pizza
first.
second.
On second.
If a fat guy says Billings first, pizza second,
right?
It's real.
It's true.
All right, thank you, Ben. We appreciate it. There he is, Benny Nelson. He's the man. We're very proud to have him. And as you mentioned, he's been with us. Like I didn't know how. I knew he was young when I got here. I didn't know how young he was. But he just keeps doing a great job and pushing through. And
think of how different he is from the beginning, though.
Oh my goodness,
he came in. He was so shy. Get to hang around Darius and the rest of these wild guys, and look at him now. He's a whole different guy. It's been fun to watch.
I wish you had said that when he was still up here, because I will say that last year I only had to yell that the office was too loud twice, and both times was Ben Nelson yelling about the Buffalo Bills being greater than whoever else's team was talking. And it was either Dwayne Hollis or Darius Prince who was getting a full both barrels, and I'm just like, guys, stop you! Wait, Ben, it's you?
Forgot all about the Bills thing. What happened there, Bill?
Do you want to come back up and tell us what happened to the Bills?
Come on, guys. What? Oh, the game's on too. Oh,
yeah.
Jeez, Kansas City again. Looking for a three-peat.
Actually, you know what? That's another question we should have had you answer. Maybe you can come back up. I noticed that the team only congratulated one of the playoff teams on a great season. The Firebirds only congratulated the Bills on a great season.
I know.
I just, and listen, they did have a great season,
Homer.
but
definitely a homer.
100% homer. You got it. Big homer energy. You can congratulate the Raiders. We're doing so good in Cancun right now. Oh, right. You can't upset me with the Raiders. I'm a Raiders team. Yeah.
First team all Cancun.
100%. We're ready. Jaden Daniels wrote that on somebody's jersey. Right, 1, 2, 3 Cancun. After they beat him in the playoffs.
Vegas team. No, can't use Vegas because that receiver. Yeah, Henry. Yeah. Ouch. Yeah,
wow. I've had a great show. I hope everybody has a good night. All right. So we told you about TransFinder. We gave you a chance to meet Ben. Let's go through some of these questions that I'm seeing pop up here. Dave Williams would like to know if we have any news on potential broadcast partners we've been talking about. I can tell you
very soon.
Yeah. Well, owners meetings are next week.
Yep.
So if if anything's not locked up by then or like a couple days after that, it ain't happening. So I would think the next 2 weeks or so, if you don't hear from it, it ain't happening. He has a schedule question, and I will tell you this: schedule questions I usually answer the same way. So, Coach, he wants to know, how do we end up having to go to Orlando twice? They don't come to Albany during the regular season.
It's not a big deal. And again, they came up to us twice last year. I have no problem doing that for them. That's just being a good business partner. It just kind of worked out with dates and things to make the schedule all go together. And this year, we just want to be great partners. We want to make the league as successful as possible. All the little things that we can do to help each other out, that's what we're willing to do. And so it's an easy trip for us to go to Orlando, and I'm all for it. And like I said, they did come up here twice last year, and we were unable to go down there. So it's the same thing as last year, and it's not a big deal. And, I'll actually enjoy the Orlando trip. Their arenas, again, I think Orlando and us have the best 2 arenas in the country for indoor football games. It's just a great thing. And so I got no problem with it. And hopefully some people will fly down. And we've always had at least some of our flock down there at every game we've played in Orlando. And hopefully that'll be the same this year.
Yeah. And as you already had, in your question, you said it, they don't come here in the regular season. It's up to them to earn the right to come here in the postseason. And then we'll handle everything then. There's just so many moving parts when it comes to schedules, arenas, availabilities, things of those nature. And listen, it's really warm in Orlando, and I'm going to have to go with the team both times. It's just the sacrifice I'm willing to make. Part of it.
Let me twist your arm. You got to come.
Oh, no. All right. I'm already packed. So like I said, a lot of people. So here we go. Steve wants to know, will the AF1 ball be similar to the NCAA ball that we switched to last season?
Not necessarily the NCAA ball, but it will be a leather football that's been designed specifically for the league. It's a very big production. One of the top companies in the world for making balls. They do all the big bowl games, all the big balls. This in the big games are done by this company. So it'll be nice. We'll do a ball reveal at some point close to the season. Maybe do that with the jersey reveal as well. But the ball will be really nice, and it's specially made for us.
Yeah, we have great balls. I've said it before. I'll say it again. Great balls, authentic balls. Nothing, no Brady to our balls. They're all properly inflated. We're very proud of our balls, and just that's how I feel. Oh,
gotcha.
Nani said she's not allowed to talk smack. You won't let her.
I have definitely had to put the muzzle on, so to speak, because she can get after it. And I'm
She's
like,
good.
honey, I am the face of the team. You can't just go crazy. And so, yeah, we've definitely had to have a few conversations about that.
But she's really good at it, though.
Yeah.
She's dropped some one-liners about cowboy hats in the past. I haven't been able to let go of. All right, so we got a lot of stuff in here, but they're like paragraphs, and I don't. Steve wants to know if there's a barcode on the ball. I didn't make the balls. I don't know.
Last year was it was an interesting football that I tried to go through the barcodes. I tried everything to even find exactly where these balls came from, and I couldn't even find it. It was it reminded me of a ball that you'd buy in Walmart and play on the blacktop with. It was so I was so glad we got away from that last season. And but again, leather balls are expensive, and just to switch up in the middle of this, that all that stuff. I'm glad we don't have to go through that ever again.
100%. Alan Sully, are your balls easier to grip? Not by you in particular, but you never know. You never know. Denise says she's not mature enough for a ball reveal. How dare you? How dare you bring that kind of potty humor into this? Listen, we're going to be balls out this year. That's all I can tell you for sure. All right. So, Tim Capper, with the move to the AF1, did the Birds have to purchase a new field with the new logo, or will the old AFL logo just be removed? You're going to think it's a brand new field. Last year's was pretty much a new field. We will represent the AF1 with style. There's one final discussion happening how the exact area is going to be taken care of. but just know that our ownership doesn't do things halfway. So it's going to look great, and the guys are going to love playing on it. I am still talking about the field, not the balls. No, so yeah, so it'll be. I'm sorry. What do you want me to do? What do you want me to do? How about the uniform reveal? We're just waiting for him to get here. That's all there's going on. Nani, you must be this tall to handle it. She also wants to know if on road trips she can borrow your vehicle to follow the bus to games.
She took my truck and followed on the way to the mall. So she's a trooper that way. So like I said, let's not have that happen, and you can just pull up to the stadium.
There you go. There you go. Something. This is getting out of control fast. I don't understand. I've never like this is the field going to be there? Listen, the field is going to be good. That's all I can tell you. People are going to like playing on the field. It's TransFinder freaking field. You think we're not going to have a good field? How dare you? How dare you? We have great balls. We have our very safe helmets. The uniforms will be here shortly. You're going to love them. And as far as other broadcast partners, we probably lost them over the balls humor. Vice is here. They're here for the dark side of the balls. But everybody else is going to be out. And then Ryan thought you love Nashville. You do love the Nashville arena, right?
No, Nashville is a town. I'm telling you, I'll never forget that. I mean, I came back with a cowboy hat. I started listening to country. It's crazy.
They got him.
The football side of it, let's just say that I will speak with the director of officials and have a conversation about Nashville. So,
okay,
we'll go from there.
I saw a question. The 4-point play, does that still exist?
No, it doesn't. And one of the coaches in Chicago said it best, and I think it's just the best way to say it. He said, when you guys played the game in Billings, you dominated the game for 59 and a half, minutes, and you lost the game. That should not happen in professional sports. And so when you think about those gimmicky things, and I was totally against the 4-point play. It helped us in one game, but it's just manipulating the rules at that point. But I hated the rule. I'm glad it's out. I think there's enough ways to score. Obviously, the deuce is a way that you can get extra points. Again, if you got a drop kicker, our kicker's a drop kicker. We can get an extra point there. I just think there's better ways that we can manipulate, the scores of the games that doesn't include a gimmicky play like a 4-point play or a 3-point play. So.
Funny you mentioned that. Steve wants to know, how do you feel about our drop kickers' drop kicks?
Henry Nell's a great kid, young man that grew up in South Africa and played rugby, and just look at the tremendous success that he's had as of late in his career. Like I said, he him and Mark last year in West Texas, that was an incredible game of two kickers dueling it out. And so tremendous young man. He lives in New York, lives just a couple hours away. I'm glad, like I said, there's the theme was getting a lot more people that were from this area. I want to get more people involved. And so I want to get us over the 8,000 mark in the stands. And so that takes everybody. So when I have kids that are from less than 3 hours away, they're going to bring their wives, their girlfriends, their kids, their families, and that's important to have all those people involved. And so, Henry you can look up some of the stuff that he did. He went to the other league late last year after the things happened with West Texas, and he kicked a bunch of drop kicks phenomenally. So just to have that on our team, it's been a while since I've had a drop kicker. That will be another advantage for us going into the season.
Lisa wants to know when we get fan jerseys. The fan jerseys are based on the real jerseys, so I can't reveal the fan jersey before the regular jersey is revealed, because it would kind of ruin the surprise, So you'll have to wait. Okay, you're wearing a fan jersey, for Pete's sake. You're good. The name on that one looks terrible. You shouldn't wear that at all. Any limitations to when the deuce can be used or used all game? The deuce is every kickoff, right?
Except for, is it the overtime? There's one caveat to the deuce this year that we put in. I'll get back to you on that, Tim, on the next show. Let me read up on that one more time.
You guys are good questions.
Absolutely.
Catherine, she wanted to know about numbers. I know the numbers are the guys like to reveal that with the jersey. Is there a channel the games will be televised on? A lot of us are going to be on Vice. So, and there might be another announcement coming out very, very soon. A lot of questions about balls.
Look what you started.
I've never
look at that. I've never seen this many balls comments ever.
I've never heard anyone talk about balls at Hooters before. Like, there's other things to talk about here. I'm just saying, wings, right? I mean, come on, everybody loves wings. It's what to do. All right, any more questions in here that maybe don't revolve around footballs? Am I going on another cruise? Yeah, the Minnehaha. Yeah, Dutch Apple. Yeah, no, I'm good. I'm all right. No.
And Dutch Apple, if you're watching our show, which I hope you are,
yeah,
we want to do something with you guys as well.
Yeah.
Like I said, I think that'd be a fun event that we could do and tie in and get some great publicity for you guys and also us. I think that'd be a great thing to do with our whole team. So if you're watching, I did send an email on the website, but I don't know if it got to anybody, but we'll be trying to call you again.
I might know a person. Might be able to do that. What were you saying? How would the jersey going to be revealed? Ta-da! It'll be a photo shoot and probably a media release. I mean, that's probably a question for Ben Nelson. Ben, how are we gonna do? No, you didn't. No, we'll do it. Historically, we've always done photo shoots. We'll do it that way, and then we'll go from there. All right. Anything? And then Denise Secor want to know open tryouts or were they canceled?
Oh no, I'm not that kind of coach just to have them. We felt that we got every little detail that we wanted to get through just recruiting. So, we don't have one every year. We had one in 21. We didn't have one in 22 or 23. That we had one in 24. So this year, I don't think we're going to do it. I don't think that we have any glaring needs and I'm just not going to have kids come work out just to work out and get a T-shirt. So we're going to go with what we got and maybe next year.
All right. Well, if it's all the same to the rest of you all, I'm going to go drown my sorrows and eat chicken wings and not think about being on a cruise. Mike said his wife tried to send him with a mini cruise ship for me. He's like, I don't want to lose a friend. I was like, I might. A little one I can handle.
I still can't believe that story. That is an amazing story.
I've changed. I'm a person of will. All right. I used to be the kind of person to be like, wow, I did this. I can't waste this money. And then I sat there and I went, that's stupid. I'm like paying to torture myself. I'm out. So I went,
that's a heck of a story.
The people of Honduras embraced me as their own for an hour and a half.
Right. With a bodyguard with a gun, I'm sure.
No. I don't know exactly what he had, but people were very respectful to him.
Right, I'm sure.
So
it's a heck of a story. Might have to revisit that story one night again. So just be ready for it.
Well, I told you there's video of me, doing karaoke.
Yeah,
if you want it.
We got to do it.
8,000 tickets to the home opener on March 21st, and that video will go up on the jumbo. And 9,000, and I'll actually sing it live at halftime. I'm not afraid. I don't.
All right.
I'm only afraid
if that's not a reason to pack the house on the 21st. I don't know what is.
I'm not. So, I'm only afraid of tight spaces. I'm not afraid of embarrassing myself. Obviously, Ben, what are you doing? What are you doing, Ben? What are you doing? You're conspiring with your mother. I saw it. Saw something. She's been blushing ever since we started talking about balls.
Something's going to come up about a cruise. I'm sure.
That's fine. Listen, I'm not scared. 9,000 is. I'll tell you what. We get another partner as great as TransFinder, and they want it. I'll do it. I don't like it's whatever. I mean, come on, let's go. And if you want to become a partner, and you're thinking about TransFinder and all of our great partners like Mohawk Chevrolet and of course Hooters, who feeds the guys and takes great care of us, give us a holler. Levack, Levack at firebirdsaf1.com. If you want a professional conversation, you want to talk about balls, HC Ware at firebirdsaf1.com. Any one of us. And then, of course, Ben B. Nelson at firebirdsaf1.com. He will just forward it over to one of us, but you can email him if you'd like. Everybody, crush him. Cugino's a great partner, Steve. You are absolutely correct. Just talked to Lou the other day. So for you guys to know, so Cugino's has been there for us like all last year. They're going to be feeding the guys after the game. They're going to feed the guys during the season. They're doing all kinds of stuff. What we're trying to do is I'm trying to shame a professional eater into coming and doing the Huge Loot Challenge during a game. I've got a couple guys who's not. I have Joey Chestnut's number. He doesn't answer when I call anymore for some reason. Something about a wiener joke at 3 a.m., whatever. But we're working on that because I think that would be amazing if somebody could come do the Huge Loot Challenge during the game. Catherine wants to know, is there the new stuff coming up on the website? Yes, it's on the way. We just met with a new partner who's going to be doing a lot of our printing and stuff like that, and he has great ideas for a lot of cool stuff that's going to start hitting up on the website. And what we're pushing to do is probably as early as next week, the orders will go up. We'll leave it open for like 2 weeks. Everybody get your order in, and then we can make sure everybody has it before the home opener. So that's what we're working on. That'll be up very, very soon. We're just finalizing a couple designs, aka I'm making sure we don't get sued. Just because I have balls doesn't mean I want to use them. All right. That's it. I'm done. I'm done of them. Laura said Joey hasn't called her back. I will make sure Nair calls you and get you your tickets. Season tickets still going. Regular tickets are going to be coming up soon. But it is Flock University.
No, she actually says Joey won't call you back because of reasons.
Yeah, but I'm assuming it's because of tickets, though.
No, Joey Chestnut.
Oh, is that what she meant?
Yes.
He talked to you? He tell you? I mean, we got faced in Vegas. I mean, I didn't even know him, but he thought he knew me by the time it was over. This is my best friend. I'm like, I know. And then I got on a plane and it was over. What? Come on. You can't. He's a hero. He's a national treasure. He's 70 plus hot dogs on the 4th of July.
Somebody needs to get out a little more. But
I'm just going to fly home early. Is that coach, general manager, owner of a sweet new ride? He's the professor, Damon Ware. Mr. Media, the Iceman cometh. Benny Nelson, everybody. How about a round of applause for Hooters? Always good enough to host us and feed us.
Awesome.
You are the Flock, and we love you for it. Nobody supports anybody better than you guys do. I'm the claustrophobic, overweight lover of balls and people who eat too many hot dogs, Jeff Levack.
Ouch.
That's a weird. Was that moo? Did you guys moo at me? Ouch. That hurt. Can't end an episode of Flock University without two simple words. 1, 2, 3. Flock you.